RHONJ is Giudice ditching law school for new career as RHONJ daughter. Giudice ditching law school for a brand new career. The Rutgers University graduate had all intentions of getting into law and helping others like her father, Joe Giudice. Yet she has put that on hold, but is she ever going to pursue that dream? Or has another opportunity come her way that she cannot pass up? Keep reading for more details. Fans were very interested in what Giudice was doing with her life. They knew how much she wanted to attend law school after graduating in May 2023. She was a student at Rutgers University, which made her family very proud. After her father, Joe Giudice, had been incarcerated and then deported, she wanted to help other people who were in a similar situation. Yet she took time off and was a presence on RHONJ, and viewers did not always care about what she had to say. They felt Gia interfered too much, and believed she was a housewife when she was not. Eventually, Gia explained that she was focusing on being an influencer for the time being. It was a fun career and it was not as stressful as law school. She had endorsement deals and was promoting a lot of products on social media, so it made sense for Teresa Giudice's eldest child. Gia was also cast in the Bravo series, Making It in Manhattan, which will star children of Bravolebs and other celeb kids. However, she also has another career path she is going down that is opposite of law. According to Monsters and Critics, Giudice is now venturing into the restaurant business. Her mother, Teresa, wants to find a space by the end of 2024 and is hopeful her girls will be a part of it, especially Gia. Gia will be helping. She would want to work there also and help me. And the girls too. So it'd be like me and the girls. At the same time, Teresa has praised her daughter for doing amazingly well as an influencer. She was the one who told Gia not to stress when considering taking the LSATs for a second time. I told her, I said, "Listen, you have your whole life ahead of you." She finished college and she did great, and I'm like, you know what? Take a break, focus on your influencing career. Then you can go back to studying and take your LSATs again. Giudice posts as much as she can on social media, but followers miss the natural look. She has appeared overdone with extremely plumped lips, and fans wish she would tone it down some. Hopefully, Gia will find a profession that makes her happy where she thrives. It may not be law, and that is perfectly fine. As long as she is satisfied with what she is doing, that is all that matters. Can you see Gia and her mother running a restaurant? More so, do you think that would be ideal for them? Let us know in the comments below. Amanda has been a professional freelance writer for over a decade, holding both a BA and an MA. Her passions include animals, iced coffee, gnomes, summer, music, and Vanderpump Rules. Is Giudice ditching law school for a new career? When Giudice first appeared on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, as a young girl, few could have predicted the trajectory her life would take. As the eldest daughter of Teresa and Joe Giudice, Gia grew up in the public eye. From the drama surrounding her family's financial struggles and legal battles to watching her mother face a prison sentence, Gia's upbringing has been anything but ordinary. Despite the chaos surrounding her family, Gia appeared to keep her focus, excelling in school and later enrolling in law school, a move that seemed in line with her ambition to carve out her own identity and professional path outside of the reality TV spotlight. But recently, fans of RHONJ have begun to wonder, is Giudice ditching her legal career in favor of a new path entirely? Her public image has shifted significantly, and whispers about a possible career change are circulating. From reality TV to the legal world, Gia's rise to fame came early. As a teenager, she was often a voice of reason on RHONJ, a grounded presence amid the constant chaos. Viewers watched as Gia dealt with her family's financial downfall, her parents' legal troubles, and eventually her father's deportation. In many ways, Gia became the emotional backbone of the Giudice family. By the time she was in high school, it was clear that Gia had her eyes on the future, and she set her sights on law school. After finishing high school, Gia enrolled at Rutgers University and began pursuing a law degree. The choice made sense to fans who had seen her maturity on screen, her ability to articulate herself, and her evident commitment to her education. For years, Gia's social media posts showed her working hard in class, attending various law-related events, and sharing glimpses into her academic life. The shift, from legal studies to social media stardom. However, over the last year or so,
began
noticing a shift in Gia's public persona, specifically the rising prominence of her social media presence. As the Giudice family's social media influence grew, Gia began to use her platform in ways that seemed more aligned with the entertainment world than the legal profession. Gia has always been an advocate for body positivity, self-love, and empowering women. She has often used her platform to share her experiences growing up in the public eye, her struggles with self-confidence, and how she continues to work on her mental health. This focus on personal growth, wellness, and positive body image has earned Gia a large following, especially among younger audiences who look up to her as a role model. In addition to her advocacy work, Gia's social media began to feature more lifestyle content, including posts about fashion, beauty, and personal style. She started partnering with brands, attending high-profile events, and posting photos from glitzy parties and red carpet affairs. The transformation from the serious, law-focused student to a social media influencer was becoming clear. Fans wondered if Gia was quietly distancing herself from her legal aspirations in favor of building a career as an influencer or public figure. Law school versus reality TV fame cooled Gia be leaving law school behind in pursuit of a new career in the entertainment industry. To explore this possibility, we have to consider the factors that could influence her decision. For one, Gia's life has always been intertwined with the spotlight. She's not only the daughter of one of the most well-known families in the Real Housewives franchise, but also someone who has grown up in an environment where public attention is a constant. While law school is undoubtedly a challenging and demanding path, Gia's life on RHONJ has already required her to juggle the pressures of being in the public eye with her educational ambitions. Could the allure of social media fame, brand partnerships, and the glitz of the entertainment world be more enticing than the quiet, methodical life of a lawyer? After all, in today's world, there is an immense amount of power and opportunity in being an influencer, an industry that didn't exist in the same way when Gia first began her law studies. The pull of social media influenced Gia's transition into the influencer world may also be influenced by the fact that the digital space has become more than just a side hustle for young celebrities. It's a legitimate career. With millions of followers on Instagram and TikTok, Gia has the platform to promote products, build her personal brand, and collaborate with major companies. Influencers today are entrepreneurs in their own right, and Gia is no exception. In many ways, she's already carved out a niche for herself as a relatable, aspirational figure for young people who grew up watching her family's journey on TV. Moreover, Gia's career as an influencer gives her a degree of flexibility that a law career might not. Law school is demanding, and the legal profession requires long hours and a significant commitment. As a social media influencer, Gia has more control over her schedule, the types of projects she takes on, and the direction she wants to go in her career. It's an appealing prospect for someone who has already experienced the pressures of public life and might want more autonomy in shaping her future. Could Gia still pursue law? While some may speculate that Gia has completely turned her back on her legal ambitions, it's important to note that she hasn't definitively stated she is abandoning law school altogether. In fact, Gia herself has spoken about her love for law and her desire to one day become a lawyer. Whether or not she decides to continue pursuing law full-time remains to be seen. What's clear is that she's carefully balancing her ambitions and may have shifted her focus to where she feels most fulfilled at the moment. There's also a possibility that Gia could blend both worlds in the future. We've seen other celebrities, such as Kim Kardashian, who have used their platform to advocate for criminal justice reform and even pursue law degrees later in life. Perhaps Gia could follow a similar path, building a platform as a public figure and influencer, while still keeping her foot in the legal world. Gia's future. The pressure of being a Giudice-owned thing that can't be ignored is the weight that comes with being part of the Giudice family. Teresa Giudice has built an empire from her RHONJ fame, becoming a best-selling author, businesswoman, and fitness advocate. For Gia, there may be a certain level of expectation to follow in her mother's footsteps, which could mean continuing in the public sphere. The pressure to perform, whether it's on RHONJ or through social media, can be immense, especially when it feels like everyone is watching. In recent years, Gia has become more comfortable in the public eye. Popularity seems to align with the growing trend of reality stars pivoting into influencer careers. Whether or not that involves abandoning law school entirely, it's clear that Gia is embracing new opportunities that give her more control over her narrative. Will Gia return to RHONJ? Another key factor in the discussion of Gia's future is her involvement with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Over the years, Gia has occasionally made appearances on the show, whether it's offering advice to her mother or commenting on family drama. As the Giudice family's dynamic continues to evolve, it's possible that Gia could return to the show in a more prominent role, especially as she gets older and more established in her own right. If Gia does decide to step into the limelight more fully, it would be in line with the increasing trend of young family members becoming more involved in their relatives' reality TV franchises. This could also tie into her career aspirations, as television and social media fame are often intertwined. However, whether she is willing to return to the show full-time, especially considering the pressures and drama that come with it, remains an open question. Conclusion: the future of Giudice. Giudice ditching law school for a career in entertainment or social media? While the answer isn't entirely clear, it's evident that Gia is at a crossroads, with multiple paths available to her. Whether she chooses to continue with her legal studies or shifts her focus entirely to her growing influencer career, one thing is certain: Giudice is determined to make her own way, and she will likely do so on her own terms. Her journey from the daughter of a famous reality TV star to an adult navigating her career choices has been far from ordinary. As fans continue to follow her evolution, we'll likely see Gia carve out a new path, one that's uniquely her own, whether that involves law, social media, or something else entirely. The one thing we could all agree on is that Giudice will continue to surprise us, keeping us invested in her journey long after the cameras stop rolling.